friends, my name is Carrie and welcome to the Makeup Madhouse family. I am so glad that you are here for another makeup challenge. Today's makeup challenge is oil paintings. So this can be inspired by any artist who has done an oil painting before or just the medium of oil painting. If you feel like joining in on this challenge, I would love to see your makeup look and feature you in the next video. We had an awesome entry in the last eye illusion makeup challenge, so here it is. You did a fabulous job. I love the creativity and the shape and design that it went in. We're gonna get right into my makeup to do the Monet water lilies. That was a whole series, but I'm gonna choose one of the works of art. And the one that I have is a lot of blues and greens and purples. I put this eye makeup on this morning. I'm gonna keep it on and incorporate it into the look, but I am gonna take off my eyebrows. My eyebrows are officially gone and I'm just gonna get right to it. This is not a very precise painting. That makes it a lot of fun, really, just to play with the colors and everything. I'm gonna do my full base first. I think I'm gonna try and imitate a little bit more of the design here, but a lot of it's gonna be free flowing and just inspired by the design and not exact. Originally, I thought this painting was a lot lighter in color, but the more I look at it, it is pretty dark. I have to grab a couple of my darker paints. I just love this color palette. Next up, I am adding some of my mauve Paradise paint around the eyes, and like my eye makeup is not gonna really be there. That's good. We want to get rid of it. And instead of using one straight color, I'm doing a lot of mixing, so I just added a little bit of blue to this before tapping it on. It's just going to be a ton of color play and building, and this is just the base. So there's going to be a lot of adding and details and such later on, and I also am going to do a little bit of texture with a different kind of paint. We look like something, I don't know, but we gotta get all up in there. I'm gonna start on the chest area, and this is gonna be a little closer to like what the actual reference photo is, but still not exact. If you are trying to replicate something, you can take the photo, go into a photo editor or just your iPhone, and you can reverse the image so that it flips and you don't have to think about making it backwards, so that when you photograph it, it's in the correct direction. I hope that's helpful and wasn't too confusing. It'll just make it easier while you're painting, so you don't have to think as hard. As I'm painting this, I'm just thinking about how wild it is that when we see some of these older paintings, we look at them and think like, oh, that's simple, but then the longer you look at it and the more you think about actually painting it, they are a lot more complex than you would ever imagine. Now I'm going in with different colors. I'm mixing them together, creating lots of different hues. I decided the water lilies are most important, so we're going with those. I mixed the Mayron Deep Sea and black together, just a little bit of black. Later we'll go in and highlight and like form them a little bit more. I can't tell how I like it yet because all I see is the different brush strokes, but I'm hoping it'll like come together. I hope that it doesn't get too muddy, so I have to watch out for that with all the colors blending. We're just lightly placing it in there. I'm also trying to pay attention to the direction that the paint strokes are going, and I'm really excited because I'm switching over paints. I did all of my Mayron Paradise paints, but now I'm using Arteza. These are acrylic paints, so I'm not personally going to recommend these to anyone, but they are non-toxic, I believe. So this is what I'm gonna use for adding a little bit more texture. Already started going in with this white, and it's really nice because it pops a lot. I'm really trying to look at the image a little bit more now as I do this. Things are happening now. We are adding on some different greens, focusing on the lilies again because that is number one of importance. Just mixing colors on this plate. So now I have some white highlights to add in, a little touch of yellow here and there, and then just other details and things that I pick out in the painting. Feeling a little bit better about how it's looking. I'm gonna get some final touches on. I think I'm gonna paint one of my hands to pose with. I'm very tempted to add glitter, something shiny or some highlights. I don't think that's what this challenge is about, so I'm really trying to refrain from that. Alrighty friends, that wraps up this makeup. I hope you like how it turned out. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm excited to see how it photographs, so stay tuned for those pictures. Make sure you're following on all social media to make sure you're as much a part of the Makeup Madhouse family as possible. Also, if you guys decide to join in on this challenge, make sure to send me your oil painting artist inspired makeups so that you could be featured in the next video. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Overall for this challenge, it was a lot harder than I ever expected. I definitely underestimated it, but it is something that I want to do again, and I'm actually going to the Van Gogh Installation Museum in the next couple months, so after I go to that, I'll do another type of painting like this and also give myself a little bit more time to see how far I can push this kind of makeup. I think it's really fascinating to try and recreate something like this. It really shows you how much goes into these beautiful pieces of artwork. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day.